Discover solutions to issues that affect your family and professional life with practical information to help you get past life's adversities. Take a proactive approach to power up your life with Rosalie's expert resources.
Sitting down for a nightly meal as a family is a cherished American tradition for many families. But not all of us in the U.S. are able to enjoy this quality family time. Today, hunger touches every community in the U.S. And did you know 1 in 8 people struggle with hunger in the U.S.? Most people don't recognize the extent of the hunger problem. According to a Red Gold survey, 65% of families admitted they were unsure of the number of Americans who suffer from food insecurity, or they underestimated the problem. Joining us to create awareness of how to crush hunger is Chef Laura Vitale, host of Simply Laura on the Cooking Channel. Laura focuses on Italian dishes that are easy to make. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. And I'm also a pretty good cook who learned from my grandmother and my mother. And as an Italian American, I feel blessed that my mother passed on the tradition of cooking up a family meal every night. Because that's not the case for many Americans nationwide. Share the latest statistics on hunger and food insecurity in the U.S.
You know, Rosalie, I grew up very much the same way, where family meals was just kind of, it was a standard. You know, we didn't think about other children not having the same privilege. So when I heard that 1 in 8 Americans suffers from food insecurity, not knowing where their next meal is going to come from, including 13 million children, it was just kind of mind-blowing to me. And those are statistics that are unacceptable. And that is why this fall I have partnered with Red Gold Tomatoes and Feeding America in hopefully lowering those, lowering the number of people that are just struggling with trying to understand and learning about where their next meal is going to come from. I want to lower those statistics, and I want you to help me.
I'm here for you, girlfriend. So, Laura, what tips can you offer parents to discuss hunger and poverty with their kids? And of course, remind them when they leave their food on their plate because they want to go run off to play, that most kids don't have food to leave on their plate.
Well, the first thing is I think you need to make food that your kids are going to love. So making a dish that you know is going to go really over well, really with your entire family, is key to success in my world anyway. And that's why I love the slow cooker lasagna, because it makes kids happy. You know they're going to eat every bite of it. It makes parents happy because there's minimal cleanup. It's easy to put together, and it's easy on the wallet, which makes everyone happy. So when you're sitting down at that dinner table having your family meal, that's when you talk about important topics. That's when you can talk about what's going on in your community that they might not know about, like hunger. Talk about the fact that not all children are as privileged as they are to sit down at a family meal. And in this particular case, by just going to your local Publix, for example, and picking up a can of Tutto Russo or Red Gold Tomatoes, Red Pack, or Huy Fong, you're helping feed a family in need. So tell them, hey, we're here at a family dinner having a wonderful time, but did you know that not all children are, able to do that? And this is what we can do to help. And kids love social media, so tell them to go on social media and search the hashtag Help Crush Hunger to learn about what they can do to get involved, what they can do to help crush hunger this fall. And if they want to take things even further, donate your time to local food banks to really feel like you're making a difference. And I think ultimately the most important thing when it comes to talking to your kids and having good conversations with your kids is to keep electronics out of the dinner table. Keep them away from dinner time, and that way you can be completely focused on them. They can be focused on you, and that's when you can talk about topics that really matter.
Yes, my family meals are device-free. And I want everyone sitting at my dinner table to feel blessed with abundance of food and to realize it's time to enjoy each other's company. And if a guest decides to bring a device at the table, well, they have to answer to me, and it won't be pretty.
I completely agree 100%. And my mother always has a wooden spoon next to her, whether she's sitting at the kitchen table or she's standing up or she's on the balcony. Because if anybody comes in and they don't follow her rules, then they know she means business when she whips it out. So I say you tell whoever's coming over that the dinner time is an electronic-free zone, because that's where we have our meaningful conversations and that's where we catch up on the day. That's where we connect. So that's the only time of day really where we're all at the same place at the same time. So it's your way or the highway is what I say.
Share some kid-friendly recipes that would make for perfect family meals, and also get the kids involved.
Take them with you. Take them with you. Have them pick up a can of Tutto Russo. Have them come in the kitchen. Maybe they can help you make this lasagna, the slow cooker lasagna. Maybe they can help you make other delicious recipes using, Red Gold tomato products. And that way they understand what goes into making a family meal and how blessed they are that they're able to do that. And if you go to helpcrushhunger.com, there'll be more recipes there for you, for them to take. Maybe they can print them out. They can go shopping with you. And there's also more information about what you can do, what they can do to help and get involved to crush hunger this fall.
Thank you, Laura, for joining us and sharing how we can make a difference to crush hunger right here in our own community.
Thank you so much for having me.
Mentoring opens doors for students and job seekers with disabilities. Open the door to an all-inclusive workplace. Watch the upcoming episodes of Disability Mentoring and get involved in your community. Be a mentor. It's that time of year to enjoy cooler weather with football in full swing. And that translates into tailgating and party get-togethers. To watch the action here and share the action on and off the field is ESPN college football analyst Greg McElroy, former Alabama quarterback who led the Alabama Crimson Tide to the BCS title in 2010. And Greg is no stranger to all things football, including tailgating. Hey, so good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. All right, Greg, so what's the biggest surprise on the college football field this season?
Well, it'd have to be the emergence of Georgia. I think most of us thought that they would be quite a bit better, but I don't think anyone expected this type of improvement. To see them now ranked in the top 4 of the college football is truly amazing. I mean, they are honestly on the verge of potentially going to the playoff at season's end if they continue to do what they've done over the last few weeks. So it's amazing to see the improvements they've made at several positions, particularly on offense, and to see them now really in the hunt to be one of the elite programs in college football moving forward.
Do you agree that there's more equality than ever in college football?
Right now, I mean, college football is as unexpected as pretty much it's ever been. I don't know if there's more parity, but there's certainly not less. And coming off of last week's performances in which you saw 4 teams in the top 10 lose, you saw 11, 12, and 13 in the rankings all hang on by a thread. It wouldn't really surprise anybody to know that this is probably the most unpredictable sport that we have here in the United States of America. It's the reality. I mean, every week you're not sure what you're going to get because you're dealing with 18 to 22-year-old kids that are invested in social media and obviously reading their press clippings, so they might not always respect the opposition, and as a result it leads to outcomes that none of us can foresee. So it's not really all that surprising to see the games that we've seen in recent weeks, and I think we'll probably have some more here in the weeks to come.
Now that you're not on the field and participating in the action, tell us about your favorite pre-game tradition off the field.
You understand. It's perfect. It's beautiful weather out. College football is special, and the game is special. But what makes it special is everything surrounding the game, and in particularly tailgating. And right now, I mean, it doesn't get much better than eating a hot dog at a tailgate. If you look at it, I mean, 3 in 4 Americans actually believe that hot dogs are essential to the tailgating experience. So that's why I've teamed up with Racetrack, and they're doing a great promotion right now where if you go to Racetrack and you buy a hot dog, you get one for free. It's called Dogtoberfest. And when you get those 2 dogs at your local racetrack, take a picture and post it with a hashtag Dogtoberfest, hashtag contest. At Racetrack, of course, use their handle and include them in the post, and you have a chance to win a trip to the 2018 Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Championship in Coney Island on July 4th in 2018. So really exciting promotion going on. Make sure you take a picture of those hot dogs that you get at Racetrack. Dress them up, mustard, ketchup, onions, relish, all that's available right there in front of you because of Racetrack and their roller grills and all the toppings that they have available to you. So make sure you do that and be a part of this incredible promotion.
So I have some statistics for you, Greg. The National Council on Hot Dogs and Sausages estimate that Americans consume 20 billion hot dogs every year. That means lots of hot dogs at tailgating parties. So how can we get in on the action?
20 billion. Not surprised to see that number right where it's at. And this time of year there's no better time to consume hot dogs, and especially on Halloween too. If you want a hot dog on Halloween, just go to your local Racetrack dressed up as a hot dog. You'll get a free Nathan's hot dog as a result of your participation. So 20 billion is a big number, and we're trying to get close to that number here just with our involvement with Racetrack.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing some of the college football surprises this season and some great tailgating tips.
Thank you so much.
Fall trends in home decorating range from white on white to color blocking furnishings. It's a time-consuming challenge for many of us who love to keep up with the latest and greatest new trends. Mostly when it comes to keeping up what's trending in tech, apps, gadgets, and gear. It's a full-time job, but no one does it better than our good friend, Emmy Award-winning technology and digital lifestyle commentator Mario Armstrong. Good morning, Mario.
Good morning, Rosalie. How are you?
Share some new trends in watching sports and entertainment at home.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in that area. One of the things that's really standing out, I partnered with a couple of great brands, and this one is LG, because it is the season of sports and entertainment, and the portable LG ProBeam laser projector, it's smaller than a football, weighs a mere 4.5 pounds, but don't let that fool you. It can beam up to a 120-inch crystal clear HD picture, which is amazing, can automatically detect and correct any distortions, and you can pair it up to any Bluetooth audio for great sound. It also even has what's called the WebOS Smart TV platform, which gives you access to all those new streaming services as well.
So Mario, for those of us who are always on the go but have no wheels and rely on others to get from point A to point B, what's a new way to make life run a lot more smoother?
Yeah. Well, I love the ride-sharing apps. This whole trend is catching really on. I use and I love Lyft, spelled L-Y-F-T, for those that don't know. It's a ride-sharing app, and I use it right on my phone. It makes it easy for me to get a ride from where I need to go. Great prices, always accessible, super convenient. And better yet, there's a growing and a huge trend for drivers who love to earn extra cash on a flexible schedule. Being an entrepreneur myself, I totally get this and understand how important this could be. It's really a no-brainer to bring some extra cash into the family.
I hate when I drop my phone and find it with a broken screen. So how can we protect both sides of our phone? Mostly we focus on one side, but then we break our screen.
Absolutely. OtterBox. I've been talking about them and partnered up with them for years because they're just the most trusted brand in smartphone protection, honestly. It's my #1 pick. They've got several new ones now. If you have any of the new iPhones that are out, there's a full slate of cases they have different product lines like the Rugged Defender series, all the way over to the sleek Symmetry models and everything in between. And all these cases are in trendy new colors, new designs, so you actually get the style that you want, but you don't have to worry about dropping it because you'll get the protection that you need.
You know, Mario, it's getting pretty serious online. So is there a new trend to help us combat cyber theft online?
Yeah, there's a lot, and we're adding more devices to our homes now. We have PCs, tablets, Macs, smartphones. So you really want to make sure that you're investing with a security software that's really keeping themselves ahead of the curve. So I depend on McAfee Total Protection. Protects all our sensitive data from any of those savvy cyber criminals out there. It's a yearly subscription, and as I mentioned, it'll shield all that information across all your devices, so everybody will be covered. And the other thing that I love is that it's a new and added bonus is that their interface is easier and faster to use now, which is great. Plus, they also provide security reports, and that helps to educate you and inform you about some of the latest threats so that you know the steps that you can even take a little bit further if you want.
We are all so busy as families. The kids are in one place, we're at work, we're on our way back, we're at an office, visiting another associate. Gee, we are all in different areas. So how do we connect to stay safe?
Yeah, we're all on the go so much, and it's true. I have a son, and he has a phone, and I love to be able to connect with him and know where he is and make sure he's safe, especially if he's doing field trips or things like that or going to a friend's house. So I love the location app called Life 360. It's brilliant because it really gives families the feeling of togetherness when they're in different places outside the home. Runs right on your mobile device. You can view your family members right on a map, which is awesome. Communicate with them, even receive notifications and alerts when they arrive at different places, be it home, school, or anywhere else. And with this app, you really kind of extend the realm of safety beyond the front door because your family's safe, you know where they are, plus you're also all synchronized while you're all on the go. Good peace of mind.
We know that STEM is so important in school. And you know what? Science, technology, engineering, and math is what education is built on today. So how do we keep our kids up to date on STEM?
Well, it's for the kids, you know, getting our kids really excited about math and science through STEM is a really popular trend right now, STEM toys particularly. So I want you to meet Max, Rosalie. This is the most high-tech social robotics toy from Meccano, which is formerly known as Erector in the U.S. It's a 12-inch tall advanced robot, features both artificial intelligence and customizable programming. That means you can program it to do stuff. It's got built-in infrared sensors so it can sense obstacles and navigate around them. This is really a great idea it's perfect for those kids that you want to really build that critical thinking in kids 10 and up. These are kids that really want to explore, they want to create, they want to build, they want to visualize their future, and so it's a great way to get them excited. It makes math and science somewhat more relevant to them as well.
All right, Mario, so tell us, where can we find more info on all these great tech trends?
Yeah, all you got to do is go to our website. We have everything, pictures and all the details right there up on our site at thunknews.com/trends.
Thanks, Mario, for joining us and keeping us up to date with the latest and the greatest tech trends to keep us entertained and secure this fall.
Thank you so much.
Crime rates across the U.S. cities tell a mixed story according to most recent crime data. And a new poll sheds light on some of the causes for the lack of trust between law enforcement and their communities. And now citizens feel it could be rebuilt. Joining us today is Jim Bierman, president of the national nonprofit Police Foundation, and Vikant Reddy, research fellow for the Charles Koch Institute, to discuss crime rates and details on a new national summit that is aimed at expanding the conversation of crime to inspire new solutions. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Jim, may I start with you? What can you tell us about the crime statistics here in Florida where we produce this show?
Well, the good news nationally is that we have historic low crime rates. And I think we've seen the same thing in Florida. In fact, in Miami,